Making a video of my 78 750 Special Yamaha. When I first got the bike, it was completely stock, nothing done to it. So what I did is I decided I wanted to make something a little unique, something different. So I went ahead and customized it pretty much from front to back. Everything has been altered except for the motor and essentially the triple tree down to the front wheel. Those are the only things I did not touch. I started off by making a set of handlebars, kind of like a mini ape sort of system. Changed out the headlight, made it a little bit small, put a smaller headlight on there, took the blinkers off the headlight and put the little smaller LED ones down there, so it looks a little bit more slim, trying to get rid of all the extra gaudy stuff that kind of hangs off these things. You can see what I do with the handlebars is I wrap twine around all the wires, wrap twine around the handlebars. This way the actual wires kind of blend into the bars. You almost don't even notice them. The only thing you see is just the throttle cable and the brake cables. I took everything off the thing, the key, the gauges, all that. Just made these three little lights on there that kind of indicate, when oil, blinker, and headlights. Then I chopped the back half of the frame off, lowered it down about 4 inches, built struts for it. You can see where I knocked the frame off here, put a piece of flat 1/4-inch steel on there to kind of make the rear half of the frame, so I can match it up with my fender system that I was going to make for it. Put the struts on there. By doing that, I was able to get at least 4 inches of drop out of it. The original brackets where the shocks were originally located, these were originally about back here, so by the time I moved them, I was able to get 4 inches out of them. And after that, I went and built a custom gas tank using a Sportster teardrop style gas tank. Extended it, mounted the gauges actually down inside the tank. So this way it kind of makes it more, cleaner. You don't see all that stuff from the handlebars. From the side, it looks like I have cup holders, so I get picked on about that, but that's all right. Then after that, I built a custom seat pan, flaring it up onto the gas tank. Just took some steel, shaped it, left the original hinges on it from the original seat, so this way I can still lift it up, get to my battery with no problems, all the fuses. The fender is just a trailer fender that I picked up, and what it is, I added an extra 3 inches of metal to it, so this way, that's why it's so much taller than a normal trailer fender that you would see. Added a piece of round bar to it, solid round bar, molded it in so it kind of flares it a little bit, which that round bar also acts as the full sissy bar that runs all the way around to the other side. The skull and crossbones is actually my brake light and tail light. Yeah, turn that on. There's the tail lights. Then here's the brake lights. I also made the LEDs on the bottom light up as well for just extra brake lights, so people can see definitely when I'm stopping. Then I modified the exhaust. This bike originally had the exhaust running down both sides of the bike. That is, I cut the one pipe, re-altered it, reshaped it a little bit, so this way I can run it all down the one side. Just picked up some regular, like, Sportster style gas mufflers, so this way it kind of keeps the bike a little bit quiet. I had some other ones on there, but it was too noisy, it was a little obnoxious. Due to the fact that I lowered it and I had a little bit of clearance issue, you can see where I took the one pipe, I had to wrap it around the one pipe, so this way I can get it a little bit higher off the ground, because when I go around some corners where there's a little bit of a dip, you'd actually hear the pipe actually scrape. And the reason for the flames is so add a little bit easier transition from the straight black to the chrome. It's just mainly just to kind of ease it up a little bit. Then I'm tall, so what it is, I built forward controls for it by just taking some Schedule 40 round tubing, made some linkages, welded all those linkages to the original, so this way it still has the original brake, but it also has the option for the forward control brake, so you can use them as highway pegs or the actual brake and shifter, which I got the shifter on the other side, which is all fully functional, so this way I can actually shift the bike just from the front. And then the license plate, I wanted to tuck it in as far as I could, so I welded a bracket to my strut and tucked it up into that wheel as far as I could get it, so this way it doesn't hang way out in the middle of no man's land. Alright. See if I can get started. And that's my video. This old 1978 750 Yamaha Special with a 3-cylinder 3-carb. Took about 2 months to play with. Ridden it around quite a bit, had some fun with it. Thanks for watching.